Camille, and welcome to day 9 of the Proverbs Challenge. I just remembered that I have a blog and I haven't put it in my description. So Camille's Journal is my blog if you'd like to go and see what I like to write about. I just randomly get a whole book that I write on, whether it's finances, how to read the Bible, or whatever. So I'm growing and God is teaching me and I'm reading. I love to read. I love to get wisdom. It's probably why I love the Bible so much. God made me a learner, and so, but sometimes we don't want to read, we don't like to go and seek information, but it's a habit of wise people, it's a habit of godly people, it's a habit of successful people, and so the more you can learn how to become a reader and enjoy it, the better your life can kind of turn, because leaders are readers, right? And so if you want to expand your capacity to lead, you put things in you that are good, and then you don't read things that are bad. So like this video and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this, and we're going to get right into chapter 9 of the Proverbs Challenge. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has killed her beasts. She has mingled her wine. She has also furnished her table. She has sent forth her maidens. She cries upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn and hear. As for him that wants understanding, she says to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. He that reproves a scorner gets to himself shame, and he that rebukes a wicked man gets himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me your days shall be multiplied, and the years of your life shall be increased. If you be wise, you shall be wise for yourself, but if you scorn, you alone shall bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing. For she sits at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn and hear. And as for him that wants understanding, she says to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knows not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. This is a great chapter, and it has some great takeaways. This is something I like to remember, that he that reproves a scorner gets to himself shame, and he that rebukes a wicked man gets himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. So I have received from some rebuke in my life, and it doesn't always feel the best, but I remember that if I'm a wise woman, I will receive it with grace. I'll ask the Lord, is this from you? Sometimes you judge the source, but sometimes God can even bring wisdom through someone that maybe doesn't even like you very much, or maybe, I don't know if they want to hurt you, but whatever it is, you got to just bring it through the lens of God. Are you trying to tell me something? But I've noticed that if you do try to talk sense to somebody who is a definite fool or a scorner, they don't care. They're not asking God for wisdom. They're not living by wisdom, and they think they're smarter yet if you respond back to them. They think they've gotten to you. And so sometimes you just say, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. Some comments we get are just rude or unfactual or just hateful, and it's just I don't even need to respond. I'm just going to move on, because that's not from God. And so, but that is a big sign of a wise person, is how do you take criticism? And sometimes we don't want to take criticism from people like family, or sometimes if people have spouses, they don't always want to hear from the spouse. But the people closest to you, they know you. A lot of times my sister, she's a wonderful sister, Haley, and she gives me little bits. She lives with me, and so she gives me bits of things to say, Camille, you could do this, you could do that. And I really do receive it well from her. I know she loves me, and that's one of the key elements. If someone knows that you love them, they're much more likely to receive from you. So make sure people know that you love them first and that you accept them. My dad told me one time, Camille, I just want you to love and accept me. And then as I got older, because you always think your parents could do this, that, the other right, or better. And so when I got older, I was just thinking to myself, oh, man, I just want to be loved and accepted. And I'm like, this is what my dad was saying. And so as I've accepted my papa more, he's a wonderful dad to start out with, but we all have our little things with our parents sometimes. Our relationship has gotten so much better because I changed my own side of the equation, and a lot of times we want someone else to change. really we're the first person that needs to change. And so, and also honor. Honor is positional, not based on behavior. The Bible says respect your elders. The Bible says to honor God, honor your parents, and these things, honor one another. You know, it's so important to get back to honor and to receive criticism gracefully. So like this video if you would, and subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when I put them up. And I will see you for day 10 tomorrow. God bless you, and